Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this intro very short because I only have 10 minutes to do this video. Today I'm going to be telling you about my anxiety, like an update, and just a straight through talk without any editing. And I'm sorry if there are a lot of pauses or if I do something weird or like I pause and wait, because in my mind I see the cuts, but I can't make any cuts right now. Anyway, today, that's just what this is going to be, an update on my anxiety. And I want to start off by saying that I've been very calm lately. Like, I haven't felt stressed, and even when I'm really, really busy, I don't feel... I should feel stressed when I'm like really busy, and if I'm late to be somewhere, I should feel stressed about that, right? Like driving, and if there's traffic or if I'm behind a slow driver. But I'm not. I just feel really calm, and I feel like that's weird. Like I feel like I've been too calm, which is how I would describe it. But then I kind of realized that the calmness that I'm feeling, that's how I felt like in high school. And I don't know if I've ever said it in one of these videos, but I feel like everything changed when I went to college, because that's when, I started to get anxiety and get anxious and have panic attacks. And in high school, I went to Disney World, the one in Florida, twice for like school trips. And I was absolutely fine. Like, it was my first time on a plane ever, and I wasn't nervous. And I feel like that's weird for someone who, I don't want to say that. I can't cut that out now either. Anyway, but I wasn't nervous to get on this plane. Like, I had, or I'm going to reword that. I wasn't anxious to get on the plane, but I was nervous. And in high school too, actually since I was 3, I was dancing on stage in recitals, and then in high school I was going to competitions. And I had that nervous pre-stage jitters, but I didn't have any real anxiety, I was excited. I was more excited than afraid. And what I'm realizing is when I thought I was too calm this past week or this past few weeks, it's not that I'm too calm, it's that in high school, even when I had all this stuff going on, I was constantly active and working out and dancing and going on stage, things that should make someone anxious or nervous. I was just getting the normal nervousness before you go on stage, or the normal nervousness before you get on a flight. So I think it's not that I'm too calm now, it's just that I'm back to where I was in high school before I had anxiety. Not to say that I don't have anxiety anymore, I definitely do. There's definitely been a few tiny little things that made me anxious. And one of those things that I don't want to talk too much about in this video is driving with other people. If someone else is driving and we're in a different car, that makes me anxious, or it did. But then since I've been so calm, I went driving with someone in their car, and I can't cut that out either. I was in the passenger seat, obviously, and I felt fine. I didn't think twice about it. And when I was in high school, and before then, I used to carpool with my friends. Obviously the parents driving because we were way too young, and I was in other people's cars all the time, and I was fine. So I think it's not that I'm too calm now. I think it's just that, I talked to my therapist about this too, it's that I've been so stressed and anxiety, I don't know if there's a word for it, but I've had so much anxiety and stress these past few years. Ever since I I started having panic attacks and oh my goodness, ever since I started having panic attacks and anxiety, it's just like, it's been there. Makes no sense. And I forget what I was talking about. See, this is the thing with these types of videos, because I can't cut and I can't get more time. I have 4 minutes left. Okay, another topic. I think that I've gotten to the point, college like messed my brain up so much, and I even forgot like how I loved dancing so much, just because college dance is so different than everywhere else dance. I've never said that on camera before, but I have said in a few other videos that college like messed me up. Like, I loved it at first, but then I kind of like realized like, wait, what the heck am I doing? Anyway, I've said that in a few other videos. But yeah, here's the thing. This is bad. I blame college for everything, because in high school, before then, I had like some medical issues, like just normal like digestive stuff. But I didn't have anxiety and everything was just fine. I had like no real worries. Like, my only worries were like, I don't know, going to dance or forgetting steps. I don't know. But in high school, I feel like right now I have kind of pushed that gap of anxiety and stress out of the way. Like, that, it passed. I don't know if that's how I should say it or not, but it's like I had this like great time of my life, and then college hit and everything just kind of started getting messed up. I got anxiety, and now I feel like I'm back to that other person. And which is funny, because my yearbook quote was from Alice in Wonderland, and I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. And I don't know why I chose it. It felt good at the time. I mean, I really love the quote, but when I think about it, I feel like high school and before then was like the best time of my life. So I don't know. But I feel like I kind of got back to that person, and it's not like I'm the same person I was in high school, because I'm definitely years older and I look different and I feel different. I think about things differently. So I feel like I'm that same person, but like 2.0. So like there was this like break, and it was filled with anxiety and filled with a whole bunch of stress. But then I kind of got back to that person and just came out better on the other side. So I guess what all of that was about, and what I say a lot, is when if I ever cry about something, or if I get really mad and I start crying because just all of the emotions, or when I have a panic attack too, I always feel better after I have a panic attack, after I pass out, after I, cry. Like, I always feel better. It only lasts like a few minutes of me feeling like this awful feeling, and then I instantly feel better and stronger afterwards and braver. And I think that's one of the lessons that I've wanted to say, but it never fit into a certain video. But like, if you feel like you have to cry, go cry. If you feel like you're gonna have a panic attack, you can stop and have a panic attack. Because you're gonna feel better on the other side, and there are other things that I wanted to talk about in this video, but I'm almost at that 10-minute mark, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe to be notified whenever I upload. If you'd like me to do more of these videos, then let me know down below. I also went back to school, and it was awesome and it was amazing.